The response of your team coming into this game, the way they played for you, especially in that first period?
Loved it all. Very exciting win, and the energy in the building was great. Fun to be part of that. I think our guys again fed off of that, and I really liked. I mean, we had a great team effort, but a lot of young guys really stepped up and went through. I love the way they responded throughout this game. That was nice, and obviously you cap it off with Andy winning his 300th. Made it very special.
Alex mentioned that you listed off basically all the guys who made a sacrifice tonight, whether it's blocking a shot or whatnot. Was that the one part of this game that you were really proud of?
I was, again, and it was easy. I made a list, and it was, Aspie blocking a shot, and he's out the rest of the game. Fitzy, in a fight, he's out the rest of the game. Hayes battled. Tucker, I was wondering what he was thinking when he was going to shoot that puck, and he knows best. So, but Krebs scoring early, Victor scoring late, on and on. There were guys just kept feeding off each other, and one guy seemed to almost outdo the next as the game went along. So, fun to be part of.
Coach, you talk about experience. How much of a boost does this give your team winning a game like this, a grinded-out game like this?
Yeah, time will tell, but we certainly hope it will be a big boost. We even spoke in the midst of the post-game that our next challenge is a big one, coming up in the outdoor game, and heck of a response today after not a outcome we wanted against Florida the other day, and a lot of emotion in the game and in the building, battled through it, and now we move on to another big game in the outdoor one. So we hope we can feed, and it fuels us for more.
Experience in an atmosphere like tonight is almost raucous, and it hasn't been like that too much lately. Just you get a feel for what it could be like someday here, if you guys start winning, you turn that corner.
Yeah, I mean we know, and I know I've been here plenty. As a opposing coach, as a pro scout in this building. This was one of the teams I tracked through the 2005, 2008, that I'd fly in from Chicago and go to a Sabre game in the building. It was one of my favorite spots to come. I mean, it was just electric, and the passion and energy. I can remember then, scouts typically leave with a couple minutes left. I stayed because it was I just wanted to soak up the atmosphere. And so we know that this is a hockey area. That's what excites me about Buffalo. People are passionate about it, and we also know we have to earn, the fans back here. We have to show them a product and some passion ourselves. If we want to feel the passion that we felt tonight, and I felt basically what I'm saying is our guys know they have to earn it, and you don't earn it once. You earn it every night and every day, and we have much more to do in that area, but it's nice to see their feel a night like tonight.
Coach, I had a chance to talk to Peyton Krebs at the end of the first period, and I asked him about his goal. And he told me it was great to score against the whole team, but he goes, "But I want to go score another one." You like hearing that from a young kid like that?
Love it, and I like hearing that when I know the guy can go score another one. He's a playmaker and a goal scorer, and it's what a. We have a lot of young kids that I'm very proud to be around every day, and he's one of them. And his appetite is huge, but the nice thing is some guys' appetite exceeds their skill, and as huge as his appetite is, it doesn't. So.
Were you just as impressed with his back check? I know it was a penalty, but if he doesn't get back, that's probably a goal. Were you just as impressed with that as you were with?
Yeah, he knew that he had to get back. He read that play. He read that there was going to be a backdoor opportunity way before that as the play was developing. So that is awesome to see that he would use his hockey instincts to read plays defensively as well. And Dahl's, I've spoken to you guys a lot about Dahlin. His offensive instincts that everybody in hockey knows. He has the same instincts defensively, and we're seeing that, and it was great to see Krebs on that play as well. I'm sorry, on Asplin, and we got too many Rasmus. No update on either of them yet. They both seem fine when I've talked to them afterwards, but no update medically at this point.
Coach, Vegas managed to get a lot of shots on goal, but the energy and the effort outweighed that. Care to talk about your overall team defense and then how well they play?
Yeah, I mean, every team is going to accumulate shots during the game. They had some surges in the second. We were down. We lost Asplin. We lost Hayden for a bit with a major penalty, and then we lost Fitzgerald. So our bench went really short, and it really was a challenge to our guys. You're playing with different line mates. Literally every shift, it's a different line combination because we're compensating for injuries. So it took us a little bit to re-hit rhythm, and they had a pretty good push in the second. So, but again, we stayed on it. Craig was really good, and we limited second chances, which was key. You got a guy like Craig, and he's on his game. He's usually going to get the first chance. It's the second chance you need to help the goaltender out, and I felt we did a nice job with that.
Don, the proof is in the result, clearly, that you responded with the goal from Olofsson. But can you take us into the moment where the game gets tied on a really, really strange goal, and just maybe who you felt was helping the group through that moment?
Yeah.
And what you might have picked up on?
You know what, Brian, that's good because, I mean, that was what I was looking for, on the bench. And immediately when that happens, you're getting a vibe and a response. Is it negative? Is it poor me? Victim, especially a goal like that. And once again, no, there was none of that. It was like almost an excitement of, okay, it's tied. We all have a chance to score the next one now and be a hero and be the winner. And you balance that with being responsible. And I thought our guys stayed responsible until, we didn't press on the power play. The first group didn't. They didn't press, which we've seen previously. And then it was late in the power play when Victor obviously made that, that incredible shot. But it was nice that we didn't press on that power play. That's a real sign of maturing because we've all watched us. In that moment, you're frustrated because you just gave up a goal, you get a power play, and you see that frustration. And we didn't see any of that. No, nobody here did. So that was great response, and I think it was a collective response.
We see so often power plays are kind of constructed around one-timers from the off wing. What we've seen from Kyle this year is him scoring on the right side a lot, and now we saw Victor score on the left side tonight. Does that give a guy like Victor a little bit more belief that he can be lethal from either side?
Well, that was an elite shot. So I think, now that he's scored and scored that way, yes, I think that will go a long way for him to realize that he's every bit as potent on that side as he is, and that shot as it is on the other flank.
Don, not just the goals they happened to score tonight, but the way that Tuck and Krebs have been playing. I mean, Kevin Adams was in the middle of dealing away a world-class player, and that's what you got back. You still have a first-rounder to come. I mean, how are you feeling about the way that this trade is starting to shake out for you guys? Yeah,
I mean, when you add Alex Tuck and Peyton Krebs from day one, those guys came in with so much enthusiasm and excitement to be a part of what we're building here, what we're doing here. And then I knew Alex, so I knew how talented he was. Peyton, I was very curious. I couldn't wait to go see him in Rochester, and when I did, it was even more excitement. So extremely excited that those two are here. It was a big night with both of them scoring. But the reality of it is we feel very, very good about about having those two guys, and who knows what we'll end up with a pick this year, but those two guys have been spectacular for us.
Coach, you talk about the play from these guys lately, and some of them have been playing great, but talk about with Tage Thompson a little bit the last couple of games. Can you express or?
Yeah, I mean, he was against their number one line tonight, and their number one line didn't have a lot of opportunity, and Tage Thompson was a very big reason that was the case. He did an exceptional job there. He missed some chances. He missed a couple one-timers that we had on the power play or plays in the power play. And Tomer's that way. He always creates chances. He hasn't scored lately, but if you look at who's created more chances, that line has created more chances. They just haven't hit. They haven't been able to cash in on it. But the nice thing is, if he didn't contribute offensively tonight, he contributed and impacted the game very, very heavily because he limited the line he was against, which was their top line.
again, Coach, with Krebs and Tuck scoring tonight, would you say that was the icing on the cake for the trade?
Yeah, I don't really think of the trade much. It happened. I mean, I've expressed my feelings about Jack. I've had a long relationship with Jack. I've had a good relationship with Jack. I want to see him do well. I'm glad he's in the Western Conference because I want to see him do well. If he's in the Eastern Conference, I might say something different. But no, he's in the West. And for us, you just move on. You have to move on. And so we moved on immediately. But I know it's important. These guys, when I speak of Tuck and Krebs, they spent time in Vegas, and there's something there for them. So for them, I'm happy for them. For us, it has to be just another game. It has to be. We have to take a very business approach, and the players will get that from me. I don't get into the emotional stuff, but I don't mind. I love the emotion in the building. I love the players getting into it, but I certainly can't get into it.
When you were going through your list,
Till we score the winning goal, then I get into it.
when you were talking to the team and going through the guys that did things and singling them out, was Samuelson in that list? Did you see things?
He was. He was key for us on the penalty kill. He's, we're all watching a guy that's going to be a Sabre for a long time, and we know we have, the draft pick that we had last year, and we were able to pick a guy like Owen Power, who we're very excited about, and Darlene, who has been incredible, his growth and progress this year, and Yokoharu, and then Matthias is. So he was incredible tonight. He killed a lot of plays. Our penalty kill was good. He had a huge part in that. And yes, I did mention that to the group. Thank you, guys.